Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Do it. Okay. Okay, locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the... Obvious reason to discover the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you have a smiley face that turns positive. For example, if you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. Oh, XD. Oh, yes, okay. Good job, dude. Okay, for example, you have 100 friends? Bro, this is 2010 text right here.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Oh. Oh my god, bro. These are emoticons from 2010. I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. Okay. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Did you call me a murderer? Could be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Okay. So she obviously got bottled and then just left with poison, right? Okay. Time. System save. Boom. Okay, time to do it. Let's go. We're doing this. Pass trial number 4. Let's see who the killer is. These are my suspects. Toko, Hero, and Oi. I don't think it would be Byakura. Well, it's not Byakura, it's not Kyoko. Why is it Egyptian? Bro, what the fuck is this? Why is it Egyptian this time?
Now then.
You ready? We know the drill. Your assigned seats. Sick. Okay, save. Okay. So, set skills. Vocabulary. Very nice. Really focus. Anything else can add? That's it. Okay, we'll use those. Fine. Trial time. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, if you can figure out
Yes, we got it, man.
then I'll punish now then.
We already know who did it.
Okay.
Whoa! Deja vu.
The one
Go on.
who killed Sakura.
Oh, all rise. This is the hope bit. This is the only bit about the game that I like. This bullshit.
Was one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hero.
No, hang on, chill. This is the hype. The hype is a bit about this game. Okay, it's the only bit I like. Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
It was either Toko, Hero, or Oi.
I'd never kill someone. No way.
Because Hero's acting suspicious, Toko's name was in the thing, and Oi's acting too like, oh no.
Your stupid excuses.
Oi's flowery, chalky hands were on the locker. So, and he just seems really sure about one of those three is the killer. So it's like, kind of, are you sure? I don't believe you. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Ready? Where's the count? Okay. So what did she say? She went to the thing after the nurse's office, right?
It was one of you.
Okay.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
The reason?
Because you all had a motive.
Okay.
You hated her.
Is
that true?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Yeah.
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
So what am I hitting? Okay, so what am I hitting? Which one am I hitting? Wish I mentioned it before.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have?
Because
you hated her.
You hated her.
Okay.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for
Am I hitting
accusing
that?
us?
The only reason you have. Always it count?
That's about as low as you can get.
Okay, I think I've got to do the Saki Waki.
It was one of you.
Okay, I think I've got to do a
You
suck.
killed Sakura.
And what
Test it.
reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Hated that.
Is that it? That doesn't make.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
I may hit that. There we go. Okay. Banger. Easy.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura
we
wanted
go.
to meet with them, right?
That was true. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, right.
Yeah,
Meeting.
and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Does that mean one of them did it? Okay, here we go. Okay. Pocket trash. It's the same as heroes. Exactly the same as heroes. Candy wrapper.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them.
Let's talk about the candy.
There's no way that's not
It was
suspicious.
poisoned. It was poisoned candy. It has
One
to
of
be.
you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay.
I didn't either.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. I never.
Say that because you had the candy wrapper. Chill there for a second, buddy. Chill there, mate. You had the candy wrapper, bro.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka
Same as the
dots.
one in the rec room.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's.
Ever since we got into the warehouse,
What, out on the
I
line?
monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
But there's two pieces of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
True.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident. Is Hiro got the candy from Hina? When Sakura got the candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after
Oh,
she
was it?
left
Yeah.
the nurse's office.
She gave it to her after they left.
So if that was the
Oh.
last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean.
Why is he lying, bro?
Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her
Oh.
in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You
Okay.
gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
We talk about Togo's name.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message. At the scene of the crime,
Okay.
she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for
Okay,
myself.
but what about Sakura's body? Can Kyoko say if she had blood on her finger? Or not?
What are you saying?
It might have not been Sakura that wrote it. It might be someone else trying to frame
You
Toko.
just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on.
Hold on, bro.
When did
I
you
examined
see
the body.
that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
You sure?
If you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf?
I got it!
Yeah.
Kyoko.
It was
you
upside
found
down.
the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there
Okay.
at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't
All
really
right.
make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Is it going to be an easy trial? Is this like the easiest trial? Okay, Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case it contradicts what Hiro told us. So Hiro must have wrote the name. Right? Okay, here we go, truth
I
bit
can
of time.
tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Oh shit.
I found the magazine tucked away on the
Bro.
magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, so I gotta hit something. What am I hitting? What am I hitting? Okay, magazine dying message.
Exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
And
True.
I can tell you when it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
I think I gotta do a
When I
sucky.
pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes
I think I gotta
total
suck one of these
sense.
up. Thing. I'm gonna suck Kyoko's and
I
hit
can
him
tell
with
you
the
exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
and I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun.
I'll do
I
that.
found the magazine tucked away on the mag.
When I pulled it out,
And I'm gonna
What
hit
I said makes total sense.
his prompt with that. If that's the right.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong. Never mind.
Shoot.
Okay.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine. When I pulled it out,
Oh, I missed.
saw
Okay,
it.
probably good that I missed
What I said
actually.
makes total sense.
Okay, magazine shelf. Maybe that's what I need to suck.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
and I can tell you
What?
it was
only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Okay, that
when
one.
I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Then I hit his.
I can
Got
tell
three
you
different ones to
exactly
choose
when
from.
Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh my god,
I
you
can tell
cut.
you when it was only after the
Actually
I
blocked.
found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Jesus Christ, okay.
What's your problem?
Try
What I said
again.
makes total sense.
Okay,
I can tell you exactly when I
Be careful
found
this time.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
there we go.
No, that's wrong.
There we go, got it. Okay,
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where
Rude.
Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way
Came
you
in
could have
after.
seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
so he knew she was dead already.
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because was she in the rec room or not?
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message
That's
in
what
the
I'm
first
trying to say.
place?
Was it Sakura?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Why was she not written it? Oh shit, dance time, dance time. Okay.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Boom, boom.
The occult is
boom.
bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
Shit.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Shit.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Bro.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Nice, got it. Cool.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Okay, got it. Boom. Easy, man, easy.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely
Oh, that
free
was it.
and
She
raw.
mentioned that. She mentioned that her hands were clean.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very
I remember,
well
I
have
remember.
written it himself.
Okay.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just bro, just stop bullshit and just get to the point, bro. Okay, like, is it you or not?
I figured as much.
Just tell us what you know.
But why would you write something like that?
Got to blame it on Toko.
Because I killed her.
That was easy.
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon.
Was this the easiest troll ever? Nah, there's gotta be some bullshit. He thinks he killed her, but he didn't. There's gotta be some bullshit going on. There's no way he would come out and just say, oh, I killed her. Nah, it's too good to be true. There's no way it will be this easy. This is the 4th trial. The last trial was really hard. Trial 3 was hard. I died like 5 times.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a
There's no way this is this first try, fourth trial.
When I got
Can't be.
there,
Can't be. Surely not. Okay. But would you like a piece of candy? It might help you give some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around.
So she
in
gave him the
awkward
wrapper, okay.
silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Okay, so he bottled her, but she didn't die from the bottle. She died from the poison. So it's whoever poisoned her. From the
I
candy.
hit her from behind before she had any
I said it.
idea
I said
what
the candy was
happening.
poison.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood
he didn't.
across a magazine.
She didn't
on
die
the
from the
table
bottle to the head. She died from the
and ran
poison.
away.
I wouldn't explain the blood.
I can't believe you.
Okay, so he wrote
You're the
Toko's name.
worst. I hope you die.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you
Doesn't
want.
explain the locker. Right, the locker.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
What, the locker?
Death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
We go.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't
Blood on
explain.
the floor in the locker.
And until we figure that part out,
And the
we
protein.
can't consider the case closed.
What would he have done? While the magazine was hidden?
I got it!
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and
He
put
thinks
on
he
the
killed
shelf.
her, but in reality he
Why
didn't.
would you take
That's
the
why he
time
was
to
so
write that
nervous.
message?
Okay,
Then
makes sense
stick
now.
it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth,
Okay.
someone else must have put the magazine back on
wasn't?
the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was
Don't
it?
tell me it was Oi, bro. Don't tell me it was Oi. Don't tell me it was
They
my
went to the
girl.
trouble of hiding the
Please.
magazine.
No. I don't want to see
They
her get
must
executed.
not have liked what was written on it.
Someone would have not likely. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written.
I got it!
Toko.
It had to be Toko, right?
You would have seen Toko and would be like, oh shit, my name's on there?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Okay. But it wasn't Toko.
Why would I have...
Toko doesn't kill females.
Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it,
Toko
right?
kills guys.
Hero just admitted it.
That's right.
Well, Genocide Jack kills guys.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you
Uh-huh.
mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Not the killer. He bottled her. He attacked Sakura, but he didn't kill her.
Be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened
Okay.
one more time. When you attacked
She just sit there.
Sakura.
She just sat there.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Come on. Alright. Easy, mate, easy. Oh no, okay. Alright, 3 bullets. We got this, yeah?
I didn't want to, but I did
Go
it.
powder, look at body.
I grabbed a monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
True.
You hit her from behind, and you only hit her once. Is that right?
You got hit in the thingy.
Just once.
Oh shit. Just
After
once.
the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
Okay.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Okay, there's something there I need to hit. What do I hit? The examination summary?
I did it.
I grabbed the monokuma bottle and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind, and you only hit her once.
Yeah, once.
Just once.
Boom.
No.
You got hit twice. There's 2 head injuries. The one was from the camera.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Someone came in and bottled her while she was already unconscious. Someone in the rec room. Bang! Hit her on the head. With another bottle.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies.
Or maybe it was just an accident.
Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
So Hiro hit her the second
Both
time.
attacks must
That was the
have come
first
from
time
the
with the
monokuma
broken bottle
bottle.
in the chem lab. Sure, that's it.
How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 monokuma bottles?
No, it was 1 monokuma bottle.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the monokuma bottles themselves.
Okay.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
2 of them are missing.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate monokuma bottles.
So one
must
was
have
used in
been
the room, and another one was used outside, somewhere else?
Think back.
Was it the one in...
After the incident, there were 4 monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground,
Huh?
along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura.
There was the
with,
broken
right?
bottle in the chem room? Was that the other one? I can't remember.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were
6.
6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were
Because
6
it's chess
bottles?
pieces.
That's easy.
Chess.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common,
You got
it
the
should become
king,
clear.
you got the bishop, you got the priest. No, the priest and bishop are the same. You got the pawn, you got the castle. The horse was used. You got the bishop, the queen. Is that the king? That's the king. So the queen and the horse were missing. Well, no, the horse was in the rec room, but the queen's missing. I think. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay, so bishop, I'm guessing. Oh, the bishop wasn't there? B. Need a B, right? B what I'm looking for? Oh, chess pieces. Chess. Okay. Chess. Chess pieces. Okay. That's the one. Chess. Piece. I. E. C. S. Oh, chess pieces. Alright. Wait, what? Did I fuck up? I thought I got it. Oh, I must have hit the wrong one.
I refuse to give up yet.
Chill the fuck out. Wait, relax. Okay. Let me try again. Chess pieces. I guess I spelled it wrong. Okay, so C. C-H-E. Yes, S. S. E. E-I-E. E. C. E. Oh, just peas, not pieces. I'm an idiot. There we go. Right.
Now I understand.
I was adding in the S for some reason. I thought it was an E.
That's it. The chess pieces.
Okay.
Inside each bottle.
Oh, so it was a
was
queen. It was a horse and a queen that
King,
I'm missing.
Rook,
The
bishop,
rook,
pawn.
that's it.
I definitely remember
Horse
seeing
and
each
queen.
of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found
Was
was
a horse.
the knife. if I remember.
The knight, okay.
So,
Call it the horse because it's just easier to remember.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? In chess, there are 6 different pieces.
Here you go.
The king, the queen,
Okay.
the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Missing
And on
bottle.
the ground was the knight.
Okay.
Oh,
Nanny.
so the queen is missing.
So
Yep.
we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. Well,
Okay.
one apparently went missing.
Yes.
what does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah,
It's just a
shooting
bottle.
is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So,
It's
let's
just a
say
bottle.
Bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this
You got
case.
hit twice.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
The bottle was missing. It was broken. Because there was
The
extra
bottle must
pieces.
have been broken
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence
Heavier.
at the scene that
It was
supports
heavier.
it. That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
So someone hit her again while she was already sitting down. And then tried to clean up the pieces. What is it, that? Oh shit. Wrong one. What was the evidence I'm looking for? The evidence proves that the killer could have figured it out before. Oh, that, right? Oh, that.
I got it!
That, okay. The heavy bottle.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier.
Huh?
And the reason for that is
He was hit after, and then somebody tried cleaning up the pieces, and they left extra bottle pieces.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Uh-huh.
Someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the
And they
bottles,
left a few
along
extra
with the figure
pieces.
inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural.
Okay.
They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that?
Make it look like
anyway?
she got hit once. They
Because
didn't
of
know
what
that.
will reveal about the case.
They didn't know that Hero did it. They must have thought that Sakura was chilling on the chair, right? So they thought, bang, I'm gonna hit her around the fucking head again. Okay. Sakura's second. Oh, he hit her while she was already gone. No, it was second. Okay, second. Okay, so it was a second attack.
I got it!
Okay, so there was a
The
second
bottle
attack.
that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura
Okay.
was attacked.
Still have your virus?
The second
Probably,
wound on
most
Sakura's
likely.
head came from that second bottle.
Yes.
Given all the evidence, this is the
So someone
only possible
attacked.
conclusion.
Someone attacked Sakura while she was already.
The killer wanted
Gone.
to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From
But
there,
she was already
we
dead.
can conclude
right?
that it wasn't Hero who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree?
But she wasn't. She was just
Soko?
unconscious and poisoned.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit,
Okay.
maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered
Okay.
something that proves it.
Come, wanna play Smash Brawl?
Okay,
Nah.
Fine. Let's hear it.
No, thank you.
Right after I got Ogre's note,
Okay.
I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out, so I was waiting there. And that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Okay.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Right.
Just now decided to share that with us?
Just hiding in the locker?
The shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You
hid in the locker then. Was it Toko hidden in the locker?
I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear.
Oh, the locker.
Maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
More ridiculous. Any proof? Goes. The locker. Oh god, new bullet. Okay, so far you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike. Now on, we're gonna have to pay a little extra attention. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use at your coup de grace. Okay. Right. So how many bullets do I have? Oh god, mate.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie.
Boom, easy.
That's enough.
Oh! Oh, I'm a retard. Oh my god, I didn't know. Oh, that's what I have to do.
I hate you. I curse you.
Okay.
That's enough.
This should prove it.
There we go. Oh my god, so that's okay. Now I have to switch bullets on that bit, right. Okay, that's kind of
Did
annoying.
you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
Okay, compare it.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted
It doesn't explain the poisoning still. Got a long way to go. And the protein bomb.
Then you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no
It wasn't her.
way.
It wasn't Toko.
Out with it.
She was in there, but she didn't kill her.
Probably did kill her.
You bottled her as well?
straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko.
So she got hit in the
Between
head
you and
twice
Sakura?
by Toko and Hiro. But it was the poison that initially killed her.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note,
Okay.
I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my
Okay.
name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he
Okay.
left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Right.
But when you did, you put it back
Upside
upside
down.
down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood
Bruh.
and staring right at me.
You on that sand shit?
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in
Okay.
front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Guess who's back?
Oh.
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault.
Okay.
When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question.
No.
Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Sakura?
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And,
Okay.
well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find.
So it was the bottle.
Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's
Bro,
terrible.
Sakura got
Thanks to
fucking...
her, I murdered someone who wasn't
Fuck,
even
bro, she got hit in the head once, hit in the head
Not
twice,
her.
while she was poisoned at the same time.
And when it was all over, you collected the
She was
pieces
poisoned,
of
she was
balls
dying,
that
she got
were
hit in the head
behind,
once, hit in the head
didn't you?
twice. Holy shit.
About to die for some woman? If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been
Okay.
able to dodge my attack.
She was
no
probably just
problem.
asking people to come and see.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Keep talking like that and Hina's
Well,
gonna...
then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Not ready.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready.
Oh my
to
god,
vote,
it was
right?
oil.
Let's do
Oh no, dude, it really was. My girl did it, bro. Oh, fuck's sake. It
Not
really was
quite
her.
yet.
Huh? Not yet?
Why?
Why not yet?
Why, Oi? Why?
Don't you think there was something odd about
Oh my
Toko's
God.
story? I mean, you
I have to see my girl get executed, bro. I'm not playing this game ever again.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Bro. Okay, so. Oh, more bullshit? Fuck's sake. Okay.
I was just
Oh, well.
sleeping peacefully.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
True.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
True.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the monokuma bottle?
You got
Please.
it. I smashed her good.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Front of the shelf. Oh, wrong one. Shit. No, he didn't. You didn't kill her.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered.
You smashed her head.
You got it. I smashed her.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, 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 don't block it. Don't block it, you fucking twat. There we go. Fucking idiot. Fucking pink cunting word trying to block me. Flat. Get the fuck out of here. Dickhead. Right.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation
Where she
why
got
she was
knocked
in that
out
chair.
twice.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the
Okay.
murder scene should think the same way.
That's where the blood was there. The blood in the magazine.
I got it!
There you go.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body
Okay.
after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Sit in the chair, bottled. Hero went out. Went to go to the magazine to move the magazine because her name was in it. Boom, Sakura, she fainted from the blood from Sakura. That's like Jill comes out. She bottles Sakura again.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Knocks her out, she wakes up, sits in the chair, dies from poison.
Well, are you still convinced
That
the
has to be
case
the way.
has come to an end?
That happened.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, We can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Oh.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, we can prove that's not true.
No, I don't think that's possible.
I saw it for myself.
Even
Right?
before we opened the door to
Yeah.
the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point,
It was open.
the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Hmm?
Okay then, where was she hiding?
Didn't she left?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know?
She left, bro. She knocked Sakura out again with a second ball and then left.
That I don't
She said no one
know.
left.
I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still
Come on.
more.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Man?
But if
We're 5 head right
Genocide
now.
Jill didn't do it. That means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Oh.
Well, I can't.
2 shots to the head didn't kill her,
Who
bro.
killed her?
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Coming up. Okay. Don't give me 3 bullets. Oh, for fuck off, mate. Oh. Okay. 3 bullets. Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh, fuck off, man. Bruv. Right now, about maybe bringing back the Jace Jokin Boys Minecraft server? Yeah, that would be cool.
What was it that killed? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Which is it then?
then
No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Kill.
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Okay, right. So we have to do some bullshit.
what was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
The powder monokuma file?
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
The monokuma file doesn't say. Or was that? Was death wasn't 2 blows to the head.
According to the Monokuma file,
Vomited
Sakura
blood.
had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Banging.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified
Vomited blood. Spat blood.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies.
Okay.
What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort
Poison.
of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Uh-huh.
That's right.
I don't know why we can't just
is
bring this up from the
conclusion
beginning.
I've arrived at,
right?
So there can be no mistake.
He was poisoned.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe?
Okay.
Let me explain exactly how the
Been there the first time I actually talked to you there was on the server? Most likely, probably. I met a lot of people on the server.
Of course.
I think I met Clock on the server as well. Is that Clock? Did I meet you on the Minecraft server? The Joy-Con Boy server? That we had set up? It was an Anarchy server, right?
But
I know a lot of people used it.
no one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Uh-huh.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem
Okay.
lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
MC9.
The poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the
Right.
specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I
Someone mixed it
found
in with protein.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, That's the question, isn't it?
Okay, the bottle of poison Buku showed us. I'm sure I know how he got it. It was on the same shelf as C.
Shoot!
What? Oh no, it was the same shelf as A, wasn't it? No, 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 what am I doing? Oh, you fucking retard.
I got it.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Couldn't believe my eyes. Buku put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing. We could do is stand there and watch, but as if the most natural thing in the world, Buku was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no!
Man just drank the poison.
Trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Protein?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Is it protein?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
We took the bottle from Buku and scraped out the contents. It's yellow powder. Just the thing with the tongue.
It's protein powder.
It's a really high volatile protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle...
Yeah, so someone switched it. The bottle of poison was filled with protein powder, so where's the poison? In the protein. Okay. Oh god. Protein... break? Protein, so T-T-T P-E, how you spell it? E-I-N. Where's N, bro? Come on. Come on! Protein? The fuck's N? Jesus Christ, how long do you want to take? Protein break. B. Drink. Oh, drink. Drink. I. In. Boom.
Now I understand.
Protein drink. Okay.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Yes.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Poison's in the protein.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Yep.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Brew. A protein drink.
Got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained...
It was a way, bro.
poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to
No,
her
she was poisoned
was
before
a
that.
bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
No, she was killed before that.
Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Footprints? Where is it?
I got it!
Footprints.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Interesting.
Given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's
There's the footprints right now.
right now.
Hey, when you finish the
Then
stream,
we'll
mate, hop
see
in the
who-
chat so we can play Jackbox. Oh yeah, sure, mate. Alright, Kevin, I'll just finish this up and be done
It
soon.
was me.
Oh no. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my girl did it, bro. I knew it, dude.
They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
I'm done. I'm not playing this game ever again, mate.
Ogre's killer was.
I'm not playing this game.
Yep. I did it. I killed
Why?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made
Oh
by
my
a pair
God,
of
dude.
sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Me and Hina.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Wanted to see my feet. Damn.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial
Uh-huh.
began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
But she wasn't expecting Hiro and that to bottle around the fucking head.
I can't believe it.
What about
No, I
it?
can't believe it.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim.
Damn.
She tried to deceive
Hina
all
really
of
like
us.
that? She a backstabber? She
I have to say,
a traitor?
Coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura?
Bruv.
And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room.
Oh no, it was
She
after.
hurt.
Okay.
She asked me to bring her that protein drink.
So she did get bottled, right. So she got bottled, knocked out and shit. And then she saw as an easy target to take her out.
But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
Damn, bro.
And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
No way, dude.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here
No
isn't
way.
so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here.
Wait a minute.
What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the
But
end,
Toga's
we're
admitted to
all
bottling
in
her.
it for
Hero's
ourselves.
admitted to bottling her. Boys admitted to poisoning
Just
her.
like how this girl sacrificed
How did Sakura die?
to save herself.
It wasn't poison. It wasn't 2 bottles to the fucking head. How did she die?
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Is there anything we're missing?
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided
Okay.
sentimentalism,
I'm intrigued now.
but there's still that one unsolved mystery.
What is it?
And I'm not convinced.
What?
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Oh, we haven't talked about that. Wait.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
You think Sakura accepted it? You think Sakura accepted her death?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't
Well,
fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious.
bro,
Too
what the
easy.
fuck is going on? Who killed her, bro?
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
So Sakura said kill me?
You didn't notice?
Sakura asked Oi to kill her.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
So it's euthanasia
Listen,
or
Hina,
assisted
could
suicide.
you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please.
The drop bottle on
I'd
the
like
floor.
to
We didn't
know
talk about
too.
the drop bottle.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Maybe she's
There's
not, bro.
nobody
Maybe
else
she's
to
saved.
suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you
The time it was
arrived at the
Byakuya.
lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and
Okay.
got the
Did you
poison.
drop the bottle?
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Spilled on Sakura's shoes.
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay.
Powder
then,
on her
go on.
shoes?
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the
Poison. Drop the bottle.
then moved to section A to get the protein, right?
Why was there no footprints coming from the bottle to the section A?
Meaning you went from section C.
Me and
to
Byakuya said
section
that
A.
they came into the
Do I
room,
have
went
that
straight to
correct?
A, and that was it. They didn't go to C. But she was at C.
Yeah.
Then what Byakuya said is not true. Yeah. Go.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully
Bro, this shit is so fucking complicated, mate.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Okay. So it wasn't Oi. They all think they killed her. Toko thinks she might have done it. Hiro thinks she did it. Hina thinks she did it. But they didn't. They just assumed because they did all this stuff to Sakura.
First I went to section C.
True. Drop the
That's
bottle.
when I grabbed the poison.
Yeah.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah.
Footprints is
When I
the thing we're
grabbed the bottle,
talking about here, I
I
think.
dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
B to A.
to section A.
Yeah.
And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer
Okay, I
must we
think
tolerate?
I know what it is.
First I went to section. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled
True.
some of the powder on the...
Yeah. When I grabbed the.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C.
There we go. Footprints. There was no footprints.
You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C
Whoever came in to
section
get
A
it was
get
only
the
from
protein.
A straight to A, and that was it. They didn't go from C to A.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just
Dude,
said.
what the fuck's going on?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Then notice I left the footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went
Yeah.
straight to section A.
She didn't suspect. She saw powder, was like, bro, okay, someone spilled some shit. Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna grab this poison. Whatever.
So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Why is she lying for?
What the?
Who is she lying for? Who is she lying for? Who's she
What the
covering?
hell? What's going on here?
There's Byakuya, dude. He killed her. Byakuya must have killed Sakura, but Oi's, with a slip of a tongue, with Oi's stupidness, kind of snaked
And the
Byakuya out,
footprints
surely.
aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new
Here we go,
evidence.
actual pod.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, You're the one that gave
What is
it
it?
to me.
Candy?
Did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly
Oh,
grave
shit.
oversight.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
What is it? Piece of glass, which was the glass from the thing?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize?
The broken glass?
Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard
I don't know,
of glass.
the protein bottle. The rec room window?
God! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The
Right.
window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
But why was that in the poison bottle?
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that...
Bro, what the
according
fuck
to
is
what
going
Ina
on?
told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? On the table? Section A.
God! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the
So
bottle.
Hina unexpectedly poisoned Sakura. Bruv, they all fucked up. I mean, they all kind of helped towards her death, but they didn't kill her. Like, okay, so Hiro bottled her because he was scared. Coco bottled her because she thought she was gonna kill her in the room with Genocide Jack. And then Hina was like, okay, you need to get some protein. You need to get your energy up. Let me go get this energy for you. Didn't think anything of it. Boom, let me grab this protein. Oh, I accidentally
In
poisoned you.
reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
True.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf.
Ryukyu came in, took it, moved it back up to the chem lab. That's why he was in the chem lab.
Meanwhile, the protein
At
can
the
we
time.
found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold
True.
on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do,
Okay.
there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind
Someone
of
dropped
loaded
it.
question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it.
Bruh.
That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Yep. School's closed, mate. Let's go.
How can you know?
So
what I
Ryukyu
know?
did it, dude. So that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the program after it was opened. Shit. Okay, triple bullet again. Triple bullets? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's always 3 bullets. Okay, empty protein drink. Empty. Right?
When it comes to that protein can, there's
Sauce.
not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Someone put it in
So
there
you're
after.
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible.
Okay, so Ryukyu
It
did it.
had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Because it was empty. He drank it.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until the
Locked room. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the...
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the...
There we go.
No.
Easy, mate. Easy. Because it was empty.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all
Actually
around the
easy,
room,
mate.
right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Proves it was dropped
And
there.
this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your...
Damn, we're catching Byakuya out in his lies, bro.
Earlier, when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room.
Because
it
now we
only
just need to prove that
contained the bottle
Byakuya
of
did it.
poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Uh-huh.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
He wanted the...
Such a
What?
ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that,
Okay.
we need to clarify
So
one
she wants...
other
She
thing.
committed suicide.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec
Hina.
room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Sakura.
I got it!
Sakura.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned
Yeah.
herself?
She committed suicide.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
That was not a lie. Sakura definitely went to see. Goku already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Have a dance thing? Okay.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong!
Stop bullshitting.
You're wrong!
Stop bullshitting.
Wrong!
Hina, you're chatting
You're
shit. You
wrong.
did not kill her.
I hate you!
Stop covering for her.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
Okay. You're covering for Sakura. You know she wanted to kill herself. You're covering for her.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the
Jumped on her
chem
foot.
lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from
Assisted
the chem lab?
suicide.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Sakura. And then she drops it on Hina's feet.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison!
Because she told you to help her kill her.
I killed her!
No.
Because she told you to.
You didn't kill her. Here's my answer.
Got it, Sakura.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura
herself.
What?
Nani?
It was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
How are we gonna kill Sakura if she's already dead,
I
bro?
don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, so she could end her own life.
Damn.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
She said she was gonna set a fine line.
I got it!
She said she was gonna make a fine line after she left the nurse's room or some shit. Something like that.
I'm sure she
You're gonna
locked
set
herself
something.
in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found
Got the
her
bottle
body,
out the door.
you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking
Dropped it right there and then.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Go get the others on shaky legs, you know, left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else.
She went straight to the chem
But
lab.
your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab,
Then she
you
walked
headed
there.
straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
Put her footprints on it.
You took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Came back.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together.
She dropped the bottle.
Once you were back in the rec room,
Everyone was too busy looking at the bottle. Boom, I'm gonna drop the
while
bottle.
everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide.
So what does that leave us? If she committed suicide, how does that...
In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
But why?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina.
Why is she so up and resent and wanting to... You can't live without her again.
Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so... Hina left messages for everyone. Byakuya got one. Right. Sakura wanted Hero and one other person, Byakuya. Byakuya said no, fuck that, I'm not going. So Toko headed in. Hidden in the locker, right? Toko got to the rec room and hid somewhere. Which one would it be? That one? Right? Okay. What was in the monokuma bottle that Hero hit Sakura with? Oh, which one was it? The first piece? Hero hit her with the horse, right? Because the queen was missing. Monokuma bottle that Hero hit Sakura. Horse. Okay. What did Hero try to cover up the murder? What did Hero do to try and cover up? He wrote Toko in the thing. At that point, Toko was on the locker. Like that. Right? What did she do with the magazine that had died? She put it back upside down. What was in the monokuma bottle that Genocide Jack hit Sakura with? The queen. Okay. What actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab, right? MC9? What is that? Why actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab? I'm getting this right? So Chem C9? You saw that and drank it? There was something on the floor in this Sakura's body which someone grabbed. What which someone grabbed? That? Like the bottle? Okay. What was it they switched the bottle with? The Chem A2. Think? Is that it? I think I got it. Finish it. Is that everything? Am I missing one? Oh, I was missing a piece. I guess not.
The killer
Go.
is you.
Sakura. But I love the music.
Began
This.
when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Peru? Alright.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Yep. Peru.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko.
Peru.
She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Boom.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Peru. And Hero walked in.
From inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Peru.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Peru.
Without
Knocked
thinking,
her out.
he grabbed a nearby monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko.
Coco.
By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear...
Bro, this shit's so elaborate, bro. It's literally like CSI type.
She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
A TV show, detective TV show plot or some shit.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Bottled.
Soon after,
Or fainted.
she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Then boom, Genocide Jack.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Hit her again. Bang.
And
Second
just like
bottle.
Hiro,
Imagine
she
getting
grabbed
bottled
another
twice, bro.
monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
Forgot there was left pieces over.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Boom.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
But why did she want to kill herself?
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then
But why?
drank
Why did
the
she want to kill
deadly
herself?
mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
Boom.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Probably from pain. Yeah, but you don't. You could just go to the nurse's office, put a bandage or ice pack on your head. You don't need to kill yourself because you aren't bottled twice. I think she was planning to probably take the poison in front of everybody. That was a plan. Yeah. I think she didn't ask Oi to go. She didn't ask me. She didn't ask Yoko. She asked the others. I think her plan was to take the poison in front of them, right? And then that she was in the, like, they would witness her taking the poison.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion
That was the
on
plan. She probably wanted to
themselves.
take her own life anyway.
In
She was
an
gonna do it in front of
attempt to guide
everybody.
the trial to a false conclusion, and the one who went to all that effort
Wait.
was you, Hina.
Okay.
That's
It
the
is.
full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right? That's
What happened? But
True.
Makoto, how did you manage to, how were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
huh? Oh, well, I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite
Bite
you
you in the
end.
end. So don't tell me Hina's gonna die, right? You can't. She didn't kill her. She just tried to hide. It was Sakura that committed suicide. A rank. That's what I'm talking about, bruv. Nice.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted
Why did
yet.
he kill someone twice?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
How do we vote for someone who's already dead?
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So,
Sakura.
who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna
Well, I
be?
can't say Oi because she didn't kill her. Sakura killed herself. How does she die twice? Are you playing Trash Cam Roper? A Mega Drive. Relax, dude. Not trash, okay? I mean, only this bit is good, okay? The figuring out bullshit.
Okay.
Only because Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence.
What
That's
did
the
you
whole
say?
truth. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Why did you cut to cover up? The truth hadn't come to light. You would have died along with the rest
What are
of
you
us.
thinking?
Yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
I guess you thought that, fuck it, if Sakura's dead, then we all gotta die. I'm not letting Sakura die and us not die.
What is this?
She just, yeah. If she wanted everybody to die. If Sakura was dead, then everybody had to die. The reason Sakura died is because you all pushed her to a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
you didn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You know what I mean? You were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We have to pay for our crimes.
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it myself. I find it on the ground in front of the rec room. She even left a note, bro. Suicide note. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jacket attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. True, I ran after Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. Can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness.
Try to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this.
my closest friend got hurt. Because of me, friends are gonna kill each other. It's all my responsibility. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. She asked me to meet with them. You asked me to meet with those three? Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just wanted to talk to them.
But
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. They're all gang up on you.
Hina.
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. We're friends. Sakura. You clearly believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet. Bro, Sakura was cool. Sakura didn't do anything bad, okay? Sakura was cool the whole time. Trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. Like, she was the toughest one, but she was probably the most kind-hearted person there. Think about it. She never got involved in any drama, right? Other than if Hina was getting attacked, she would stick up for Hina. Like, she always stuck to herself, bro. She was minding her own business, always trying to help, and people were pinning the blame on her because she was a spy.
I won't forgive you.
Well, no, she only admits that she was a spy, or she was some spy because the whole hostage situation, we haven't figured that out yet. You have any idea how desperate she was seeing how you act like that? That's why her suicide note means, so instead of just waiting to be killed, she'll do it by herself. That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened?
Hina.
Damn. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh? So glad I got to meet you. Why are you talking like that? I have a favour to ask. I'd like some protein. Oh, so she knew she wanted the protein to finish off the poison. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation. I went to the chem lab and got the protein she asked. I got there, I saw powder. That's when I realised. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura, so I ran back to the vet room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura.
Please.
Let me in, please open the door.
Why?
Oh, she locked her out so she couldn't get in.
Why?
And that's when we came and found her. Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's a weakness, that's normal. Yeah.
Why?
You all blamed her. But to protect her, and I suffered for it, and that added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realise it. So we all killed her, all of us. Pressed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you led us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the trial. Fred died hating all of us, and I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out, in the end I wasn't able to do anything for her. I'd never face her after this.
Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right now, but what you're about to deliver the final cheers record. Just taking long. I'm about to fall asleep. Do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
Say. Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on her suicide note.
Insane!
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
Of
What is
course! Yep!
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But Hina already. I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina. Put in her room. You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd live and not liven things up again.
Well now.
Wait, so Monokuma did it? Can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. The Monokuma wrote it. Filthy little ones. Oh, filthy, I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been you guys. What's your problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it with my melodic, angelic, harmonic, and narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Came up with the idea of leaving a note when you killed yourself in the
But
first place.
hold on.
Isn't it just unfortunate? Killing yourself is just for fun, or you know? You never hear the rest of the story, the truth and darkness, good goodies.
Enough already.
Did you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Talk about Buzzkill. Here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do this like this, but you need to know, this is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Okay, so she was the spy. And for that, she couldn't live with herself. The first night in this strange school, last man came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
Okay. I don't see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched it for over 300
I
years.
couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Probably worried till the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. So she was forced to kill. What neither the mastermind nor I saw was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
The plan changed. Seeing everyone fight with such a they're trying to desperately stay alive changed her. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the master. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So she said, rather than, she said, fuck the mastermind, bro, I ain't doing this shit for you. She said, fuck that.
I've made a decision.
She was gonna die anyway. Monokuma would have tried to kill her every chance because she...
I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Because I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe oxymoronic or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to take on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me, just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Terrible suspicion, disharmony. Most of us knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. To fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. Or do as I was told. Commit murder. On myself.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is...
me.
Myself.
The mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. That I'm willing to give up
If
my
it
life.
can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
That's kind of sad, bro. Can we get an F in the chat? Can we get an F in the chat for Sakura? She didn't die hating us, she died saving us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. The opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that had made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. Really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. The path that I have chosen, this is the only way I've left to distinguish myself. You can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Use Dr. Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anybody about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show you myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
Man, it's so fucked, man. Sakura had to go, bro. She acts as a martyr. This is... I didn't understand how she felt on a little. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all our meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
You died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. But it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you bit the big one.
Bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. Plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. Friends who need to work together.
You know?
It's all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
Don't blame her, I can't blame her, nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you.
What? What do you want?
That's not how this is to go. But anyway, we're resisting, we're breaking the fourth wall. Then fuck off, monokuma. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemies each other. You're absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely. Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game?
Huh?
Man's just folding his cards.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina are both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh! There's no point in participating in a game which has lost the sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating. We're all saying that. Now I only have one thing to look forward
All clear now.
and it's to heap the harshest possible punishment for the one who thinks they can control me. I don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. That's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring, but nothing good can come out of this. Still gonna be the one having the fun
The
time.
heck?
Fun time. Anyway, let's forget about the good for nothing backstab and get back
You
on
want
track.
me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for, punishment time.
What?
Sakura was technically the killer. He's dead. You're not gonna... He's not gonna bring... Wait, you're gonna bring Sakura back? No way, dude. He's just gonna punish the body?
Wrong.
Just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one.
Listen up.
Well, I spent so much time preparing my special punishment. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Woo!
Special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Bruv, what do you mean? What do you mean? No! No, he knew? No! No! Alter ego! How did he find out? How did he know? Excavator destroyer. How did he find out? No! No! Alter ego! How did he find it? Who? You're risky. Please tell me they uploaded themselves to the mainframe or some shit. Like, please tell me Alter ego is smarter than that. Please. Monokuma found it, but please tell me that Alter ego at least uploaded multiple programs of itself to the mainframe. Please. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say the post-work grub chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Or give me a break. The colour, the smell, the succulence grilled is where it's at. I like fried chicken. No, Alter ego. I realize how dangerous it might be. But still, I have to do this. Scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. They might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay. And for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you, that was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
We're friends with a laptop, that's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Yeah, that was kind of funny actually. It was just, it wasn't just the laptop, it was my friend. You killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptop? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, you got in my way. I was trying to find out things all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed it.
Actually...
Finally. No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. You know exactly how it was going to play out. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
And I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess, you call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
But of course, I didn't care if you got access to it. Sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I keep being helpful. I want to work as hard as everyone else, so get the hell out of here. Alter ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help and risk of his own life. After that, he was killed. Punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends. They all make us stronger. Swear to God, someday you will pay for this. You're super mad, like just no reason to be upset.
Well?
Time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit left more on Sakura's note. Do you have your attention? Okay, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. Another thing, Hina. Something I'll have to tell you the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. Who? Who?
Hina.
Hang on. Bruv, I've spoken with the mastermind off and on of the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing. Is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. You can't just stop at the most important bit. Your brain rumble and tumble. Makes it so mad and don't even freaking know, huh?
Guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It gets back at all of you for your hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. They'll never let any of you greaseballs. But
Too bad.
sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line. Let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what, and that's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser. You won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever, who cares? Dead musclehead has to say. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Sure you don't want to graduate? You're really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about it, think on it from the heart. Those were his parting words before disappearing. What was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Did something to us? Rika said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Hey.
Answer me, what did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. Well, what are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? Pictures? Aren't a bomb in us? Or if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? You stuff like this in movies and comics and stuff, and it's not really unheard of. Oh, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like this.
Yo!
Class trials over monokuma bomb. Now what do we do?
Yes.
Press this over, then head back up. Get out of here. But Ina must still feel responsible. Dial that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I've never lost to that kind of challenge. We talked about Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Maybe it's something to do with those pictures, right? Why were the pictures of Celeste, Sayaka, and Hifumi, right? And then there was a picture of Leon, Chihiro, and Mondo, right? I think, and something about Hifumi knew us before. Hifumi before he died was like, oh, I remember we were all together or something like that, he said. Maybe we forgot some shit. Maybe that's what it is. He did something to our bodies. Did something to us. I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. I told you it wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Can I suffer the existence of someone who deserved the romance between my master? What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
Right, I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball. Apparently you still have death wit. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Stop fighting with master. You're making me jealous. I want to abuse, give and take me. I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. That's just how it is for now. Fuck it, we just have to deal with it. So for Sakura's class trial came to an end. Return to the world of Pope's Peak Academy. It wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, I stuck upon us. That's it. Night time.